Hello, welcome back to Taking TUT Class. In today's class, we're looking at distance along great circles. Okay, let's go straight to questions. Remember, we said for distance along great circles, we're looking at questions more related to longitudes. At least we said longitudes are shaded with what? Great circles. Now, how do we then mean? To solve this, we have a formula. I'm going to be using the formula for length of arc. On that sector to get our distance. That's distance formula, which is what? Theta over 360 times what? 2 pi r. Now, great circles, I'm going to be using big R. Small circles, I'll be using what? Small r. For great circles also, my r, big R, is equals to what? 6,400 what? Kilometer. That's the value. It's a constant value. So let's then solve. Number one, I'm giving this as this. So the best you can do here is to either draw the diagram I mean, or you just solve straight up. You can see from here I have 0 degrees south and then 30 degree west, 0 degrees south and what? 60 degree east. In that case, mathematically, what will I have? I'm going to have 60 plus what? 30 degrees, which is my theta, and that's what? 90 degrees. So it means that my theta here is what? 90 degrees. Now diagrammatically, very quickly, I have this. Now 0 degrees south. How will I draw 0 degrees south? Remember, this is my south down here. Now this is my equator. My equator is 0 degrees, so this is south. Let me make it wider. So this is also still my equator. Whatever I'm drawing here is latitude for my equator, 0 degrees. So I can draw this as 0 degrees south. This is 0 degrees north. So then what do I then have? 30 degrees west. 30 degrees west will be around this point. So this is my my A, this point. Let's trace already. Then 60 degrees east. This is east. So let's go like this. So this is what my B. So let's trace this like this. So in total, A plus B now becomes this plus what? This. That's what? 60 plus what? 30, which is what? 90 degrees. Very good. Let's now solve. To solve is to say what? Is to say use my formula to get my distance. Now notice also we've been finding the angular distance, or we'll find the difference in latitude or difference in longitudes. In this case, I'm finding what? The distance, basically. So my D for this case, great circle, theta over 360 times what? 2 pi r. In which case this becomes what? 90 over 360 times what? 2 times what? 22 over 7 times my r, which is what? 6,400. Now from what I have here, I can have this as 1 over 4. What I have here, I have this as you can see this goes here 11. So I have 11 times 6,400 over what? 7. So when you press that on your calculator, or when you find the logarithm and the logarithm of these numbers, you should get the same answer. How do I mean? Okay, so for this number log, I have 11 times what? 6,400. Then I have it over what? Over 7. Characteristics and logarithm of this is what? This is 0. This is 1 point, I mean, because this is 2-digit number. 1 point. 11 in my logarithm table under 0 is 0.414. Okay, very quickly. Then this is 64 under 0. First, this is what? 3 points. 64 under 0 for my logarithm table, I have it as 8062. Okay, so that's 8062. On adding, because of multiplication, what this become? This is 6, this is 7, this is 4, this is 8, this is what? 4. Now 7 is what? 0 points. Then 70 under 0 now becomes what? 8451. Okay, 8451. Subtracting now, because I'm dividing, that becomes 5, 2, 0, 0 point what? 4. Now in this case, let's now find my antilog. Okay, so all I do, I'll look for 0 my anti-log, I'll look for 0, 0 under 2 difference 5. Under 2 is 1, 0, 0, 5. Difference 5 is 1. So that's 1, 0, 0, 6. Now for this case, 4, I have 0.0. Okay, so that's 10060. Very good. Now it means my distance value then now becomes what? 10060 kilometer from what I got here. Okay, so if you press the calculator and you multiply and divide by 7, you should get your answer then. Now for number 2 question, what do we have? We said find the distance between G and H, where I have this as 30 degrees north, 30 degrees south, 50 degrees west, 50 degrees what? West. So I'm going to what? I'm going to add here also. So number 2, my theta value becomes what? 30 plus what? 30. And that's what? 60 degrees. Okay, so if this is 60 degrees, what does that imply? It implies that my distance D becomes what? Theta over 360 also times what? 2 pi r. That's 60 over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times what? 6,400. This is 1, this is 60 here. So 0 cancels 0 here, 2 here cancels 2, remains 3. Okay, so I have 22 times 64 over 21 basically. So the same thing that I did, you can do for this also by finding the logarithm and anti-logarithm of this number, or just multiply with your calculator and get your answer. So that's for number 2. And for number 3 now, what do we have? We said Cotonou and Niamey are on the same line of longitude, and Niamey is 7 degrees north of Cotonou. Basically, the angular difference is what? 7 degrees. If the angular difference is 7 degrees, what does that imply? It implies that, okay, it now said if the radius of the Earth is 6,400 kilometers away, how far is Niamey north of Cotonou along the same line of what? Latitude of longitude, I mean. Now, my big R is what? 6,400 kilometer. Now, in this case, what do I then have? It means my theta over 360 times 2 pi r now becomes what? 7 over what? 360 times what? 2 times 22 over 7 times what? 6,400. The same thing goes here. Same thing goes here. 0 cancels 0. 4 here is what? 4 here is 9. Okay, 4 here is what? 16. So from here you can now solve and get your final answer.